So Marg on Bappa's issues with Rogan long. I am looking forward to this. All right, everyone, sit back, relax. This should be good. And I do like Mark, so big ups to Mark Harley. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Ripping on Rogan's special. I haven't watched it, but I know for a fact this is what's going on in Brendan's head. He's like, ha, 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 ha. See?
Damn.
Because he has a rivalry with Joe. You guys may or not know this, but like Brendan behind the scenes, like because Joe has been critical of him in private about his stand-up, you know, and again, I sincerely believe that Joe's one of the few people out there, like he may be like, as reported by a lot of people, he can verge on kind of being a dick, you know, and it's like, I know many people like them where it's like, he's kind of a leader and an alpha, like say what you will, but it's like, he has this energy of like, he's aggressive, you know what I mean? And he'll kind of like, you know, Andy Dick talks about how they'd be on the set of fucking news radio and he's like, shut the fuck up, you piece, like, and it's like, well, yeah, you're coming to set high and you're fucking missing your lines, like, he snapped on you, right?
Yeah, right.
Joe has had conversations with Brendan where he's like, dude, you need to fucking, like, this special is a disaster, you know, whatever. Like, he was critical of Gringo Poppy.
Interesting.
And Brendan held on to that, you know, like, Brendan, like, acts like, oh, whatever, I don't give a shit. But there are people, he can ignore all the comments, but there's certain people in his life that he obviously can't ignore. And he kind of, like, because he's trying to push back against it, too. And he's like, because I think at first he's like, oh, yeah, like, he might have pretended to watch it. You know, he's like, you know, he sent it to, and why do you send a special to people that's already done? You know, and it's like for feedback, it's like, did you like it? Like, you're not going like, come watch my hour and give me notes. You're like, here's what I'm about to put out. It's like, cool, start over.
Don't put it out.
Yeah, sometimes I will send shorts to my brother and be like, hey, like, how's this one coming along? So, Mark, what you're saying is true. Like, why would I send my brother, like, my finished short, even though, I mean, I could if he wanted to see it. But I don't like when family looks at my social media, you know, for obvious reasons, which, you know, it hits the core. But I only send him stuff to be like, okay, like, is the volume good? Like, what do you think about it so far? It's never done, because I only want feedback from, like, the progress. So yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Literally, that's the only advice you can give is like, you know, start
Change
over,
the title,
lose 30 pounds, do better jokes, shave your beard,
stop doing stand up.
Don't have a paper mache cut out in the back.
He's like
make it an hour.
It's like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, right? Joe Rogan is Brett Favre and Schaub is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, that's an insult to Aaron Rodgers, but you know, so what I'm saying is, there's legitimately, from what I know about Joe, he does like helping people, and I think he comes at Brendan in a potentially very harsh way to his ears because Brendan is sensitive to criticism. Yeah. But he's trying to be like, I'm the only fucking because he's surrounding himself with yes men, or you won't listen to other people criticizing you. Or you're like, you got a fucking problem on your hands.
Yeah.
Like when Girl Bobby dropped, and all Brendan could fixate on was like, well, you said you liked it before it dropped, and I'm like, the motherfucker didn't watch it, dude. He's doing 3-hour podcasts a day. Yeah. You know, he didn't have time. And then he sees it.
But it's 25 minutes, Joe.
No, I know.
He couldn't even do 25 minutes.
But why would you? You know what I mean? It's like you watch a minute of it, you're like, yeah, he still sucks at comedy. You know? I honestly think he regressed from his first special.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
And not just the production value, but
you know, because he just didn't have the chops to what it takes to be a good comedian. He may have had what it takes to be a somewhat decent podcaster, but honestly, in the same foot of, do I have what it takes to be in a band to play all these songs for like 90 minutes straight compared to, oh, here's 1 minute of me playing guitar and that's it. There's a huge difference. But luckily, I did my concert and loved it and did really well. So I do have what it takes to be like a concert musician. So that's a really good comparison from like a funny comedy podcast to, all right, now here's your comedy special, compared to just playing guitar for 1 minute compared to playing guitar for 90 minutes to near perfection. And Brendan didn't have it what it took. He wasn't cut out for it, which is fine, but he was complete poser about his skills, and he only had yes people around him. And that shows the danger of when you don't have anyone telling you, like, yo, you're not that good, you need work. So if Joe Rogan really did say, oh yeah, it's great, I never watched it though, well then, borderline Joe Rogan is to blame. Because I get, sometimes you might tell your friends, like, oh yeah, it's fine, whatever, like, it's good. But if my brother told me my short was good that I sent him and never even watched it, I'd be like, dude, just say you didn't watch it, but I mean, it's only like a minute, but don't lie and say it. Don't lie to me. Do not lie to me.
Like, I'll finish with this. He legitimately had a grudge where he's like, he would kind of try to downplay Rogan's comedy, like, people saw your show and said it was like a TED Talk, and like that like helps his ego a lot to think that other people don't like Rogan's stand up. So like, by doing this, like Brendan would actually watch that video and be like, "Ha, told you!" Like,
yep, wow.
You're trying to criticize me, but you're the one that people don't even like.
Oh my gosh!
So he's never gonna say that in public.
Yeah,
no.
But just know, for a fact, because I heard so many times, like after Rogan dressed him down for, the Gringo Poppy in private, like, I mean, it was like a parent lecturing somebody.
Yeah.
And it was corroborated by someone else who was in the room, that I can't say who it was. At first he lied to me about it. He was like, it was Joanna. It was not Joanna. But he held on to it for months.
Yeah.
And would like say snarky things to Joe, like passive aggressively.
Yeah,
he's like, he put out remember the Green Room Diaries? He was like where he was like, I write a bit an hour before I go on stage. No, you don't. You work on it all week. I don't know why you feel the need to lie about it. But he's doing these like city specific, like, oh, Charlotte, you guys should have a Muggsy Bogues fucking thing, whatever. He put that out and like Rogan said something positive about it, and he couldn't help but be like, oh, should I have asked your permission before that? Like he actually texted
Oh
that.
my
It's
God.
like, bro, like let it go, man.
Damn.
This is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's Joe Rogan, dude.
I love that other people really see how passive aggressive Brendan is. And I guess I told you all in the last episode, it's because it almost comes down to he's insecure with who he is. Brendan, if there's anything you need to tell everyone, we're all ears. And the only reason we don't like you is because how much you project. You make fun of what you're scared to admit about yourself. Brendan, if you want to come clean, honestly, now's the time.